Hi everyone, it's Sammy here and I'm going to show you my recipe for Peruvian superfood bliss balls. Super easy, and we're going to be using some amazing Peruvian superfoods from our friends at From Peru. So, bliss balls, they're a great little thing to turn to when you're hungry. You make a whole batch of them and they're easy to kind of get to and delicious. So first thing we're going to do is have a look at our superfood ingredients. So we're actually going to be using some maca powder, which is fantastic as an energy booster. So if you can get that into your diet every week, that would be great. We're also going to be using some cacao. So cacao comes from the rainforests of Peru, and what it is, it's fermented and then it's roasted. And you can actually get it in powder form and also cacao nibs. And I've actually got some cacao nibs here, which are coated in lucuma powder. Now, lucuma powder is a fruit that's dried and then it's ground up into this bright orange powder. And then it's coated on these cacao nibs. Great, high in antioxidants, fantastic superfood. So we're kind of combining it all into one. Now, first thing we need to do is make our bliss balls. So super easy. We've got a bunch of medjool dates here which have been pitted. You do want the medjool dates that are quite soft because you need it to sort of blend into a paste. So that's going to go into a food processor. We've got some almonds as well. And we've also got some Brazil nuts. So these also come from Peru. Fantastic, high fiber, high protein, great immune boosters. So you can see we've got a lot of high energy, high filling sort of nuts going in here. We've also got a little bit of vanilla bean paste for flavour. And we've got a lot of sweet things in there now, but we're also going to add in some salt. So this is a beautiful salt from a brand called Lori, and it comes from the Maraz region in Peru. So just imagine like the most beautiful, picturesque landscapes, and you've got this fantastic, sustainable salt coming from there. So I always like to add a little bit of salt with all my sweets. So I'm going to add in a decent pinch in there. And now we're also going to add some cinnamon for the cinnamon flavour that it gives. Just a nice little sprinkle in there. And of course we've got our ground cacao powder. And now we're going to add in some maca powder as well. It's a great energy booster. And to help us bring all of this together in the blender, I'm actually also going to add some Brazil nut oil. So this is a Brazil nut oil by a brand called Candela. And of course it's got the same properties as the Brazil nut, which is high protein, high fiber, but also great immune booster. So that's going to help get that all nice and sticky and ready to form into balls. Great. Now we're ready to blend. It's going to take a little while to blend it up, but I promise they're going to be delicious. All right, here we go. Blending, it will probably take a little bit to come together. Basically, you want to feel it. And if it's still crumbling apart like that, you can add in some more of that Brazil nut oil. So I'm going to add a little bit more in and then give it a blend. You can actually even add it as you have the motor running, and then you actually see the mixture coming together. So let's give it a test. So that's come together quite nicely now. And you just want to be able to form it into little bliss balls in your hands, which I can quite easily. So just kind of press it like so. You can see chunkiness of the nuts in there, which is great. And what you can actually do is then roll it into these cacao nibs that are coated in the lucuma powder. I have to press them in a little bit. They're going to add a nice crunch. You can also add them to a little bit of maca powder as well. Get a nice little coating there. And then you just keep on rolling these balls until you've got a nice little round collection of them. And you can actually freeze these and keep them for, you know, months really, or you can keep them in the fridge and take one to work or to school. They're a great little lunchbox filler. And they're fun to do with the kids as well, so get everyone involved. You have a turn of rolling the balls and enjoy. I'm going to try one. Amazing. That is so delicious. You can actually just salt